I will release short videos of which I talk about new features that appear in you, and this video is dedicated to the profile system. So each browser it uses we need some place to store data. This can be authorization data, that is, during which are stored in a heap with either some local storage value or a database, that is, accessible from a JavaScript Kaya shelter was given. And you also saved these given attachments not on disk like a regular browser but in RAM. That is, it was like an incognito mat in a browser. Now, with the help of the profile system, it is possible to set the folder in which you will save this data, and it is this folder that is called the profile. See, I will show how it looks like. Here, for example, there is a test profile and you can see that there are several files here. Several folders of the type I will name. We can guess that a cookie with it is obviously stored cookies. Let's even see what is inside this about the file. This is a regular skill database 10. There is some data and faces that this is the index value, some values from the Telegram, what it is, and so on. There is also a folder Falcon Watchman, and you understand the difference between these two methods is that if I store all data in RAM, then after restarting the base, they are all lost before there were such two actions: save cookies, download qualities, and they allowed saving some text to a text file, and they allow saving this data between base launches. Recently, many sites began to use for authorization. Yeah, they save the paths most often in order to save authorization in order not to go to the site several times. With such a command, sites began to be used for authorization not but heaps of a local storage, and therefore, for example, on the forum many users complained that with the help of these actions they no longer manages to save authorization on the site. And just here, Steve's profile T can come to the rescue. Oh, it's like loading saving cookies only. Instead of cookies a bunch of things are saved, a bunch of everything. Let's see how to cut this module and what it does here. There are two actions: create, change profile, and this is the action of which you need to start work with, which you need to start the flow. If you work with profile, that is, without performing this action, you will get and continue to crumple the profile RAM, that is, actions that in any case need to be called by what purpose you are loading, and the second action is easy to save, that is, if you but enter some data there. Let's say authorization, if there are any values. Then you can copy this profile here. Is some kind of stick to use it, then maybe even transfer it to another for now, and so on. Let's see how it all will practically deduce how it will work. I will write now a small example of this, which we authorize in the web version of Telegram, and save this authorization between the launches of the bars. You don't need to start working with requests, and you see that this is not quite the usual action, but in fact a link to the browser settings. This action is here so that the user is comfortable, so that he can find it. For navigation browser settings, there are a lot settings. If you don't touch the base, they just leave the default values. But here is the one that we need, is the path to the profile, and here you can simply set the folder as I showed earlier, that is, the folder that will be saved by the pro. Since I will be working with Telegram, I will call it Telegram before and after using the torus, the actions of the boss restart the trembling. Because it is impossible to change the profile without restarting the process. Well, that means we created a profile, by the way, here it is, and there's nothing special here yet. And started using it. Moreover, you need to log into the Telegram. Let's quickly write a separate function that we will wind up doing it. Already there is. Good, here is the function me, and now I will enter NATO ZAR. Because I didn't crash the code. Well, fine, I logged in. Music. Now of course I can continue working, but I want to show what happens if I just restart the browser. Here, all my settings, all my leaving. It is lost if I will just load this page now. Then I will need to go in again, but if I change the atrophy and set it again, and how to connect the profile to this folder from the far side, then I will no longer need to go in. Because the boss will use these values, those values of local storage, which are located in the database, in this folder, and that now I am already completely Hall 1.